How you make a reader cry, how do you get someone to believe in you, how do you make people angry with your writing. English literature is a great way to explore that. Many people would do A-levels, some people would choose English language, some prefer literature, many people would like to combine both.
I had sort of children quite young that I sort of took a look at my life and thought, right, where do I want to be in 10 years' time? I was about 23, 24 and I went and did an access course at a local college to get me the UCAS points that I needed to get into university. I didn't take the conventional route down sort of A-level study.
Lots of universities will give you choice about how you structure your studies.
There were so many different courses on offer that combined English as a joint honours, so not just looking at English language or literature. And I literally applied for as many as I could, which was 6, and I actually got accepted onto all of them. So then what I did was I really looked at the units that were available on each course to decide which dual honours I wanted to go down.
You can study English and media. You could study English and French. In some places you can even combine more unusual things where it's not even 2 art subjects, like you could do English and geography, but you're more likely to get things that link to history and society, so politics or history or sociology, and then you're looking at how people communicate and what impact that has on their culture, their history, their contemporary world.
A straight English degree from really any university in the UK is going to give you that wonderful interdisciplinary breadth. So with an English degree, you will be thinking about philosophy, you will be thinking about history, you may even be thinking about physics, to your surprise. So it really is very broad.
A lot of our students actually will take a placement year, sort of a sandwich year between their 2nd and 3rd years.
Which would allow you over a 4-year degree to take 1 year working in the industry of your choice and then finish your degree in the final year.
Publishing for a year and they loved it. My friend went to Belgium for a year, she also loved that. So like there are options to sort of go out there and do whatever, and she studied out there, so she was still doing English literature, she just was in Belgium instead, which is brilliant.
I did my placement last year in Germany, so I didn't have to stay in the UK just for my placement. I could go anywhere else. I could have done it in Netherlands if I wanted to.
A couple of years ago we had a student who had a year-long placement in the local primary school and then came back for her 3rd year and did a very interesting major project on literacy at primary schools and thinking about that critically and how that might work, how that might be promoted in an educational setting.
If I was the fairy job mother and I had a magic wand, the gift I would give to all students is a placement year. A year of work within your study year where you reflect on everything you learn about that company, the way it works, what kind of role you have, what would be better for it. Everyone comes back from that and performs better in their final year.
And that gives you a really great opportunity, not just to develop all those skills in English that you'll need for the world outside, but also to see how you might apply them in a particular workplace.
Sneaky great tip. If you're trying to find a great way into a competitive university course, look out for those slightly different ones with the unusual names. If you pick English, everyone's heard of that, everyone knows, and lots of people are going for it. Whereas if you went for the Victorian novel, it's not available everywhere, admittedly, but if you pick something that's a little bit different, then not everyone else will be applying for it. So it's a great way to stand out from the crowd when you're applying.